Yo, what's going on, everybody? Good morning, and good morning. I am so happy to be here today. I'm happy to be alive. This is K Rev. And listen, I had a great weekend. I hope you had a tremendous weekend. Mondays is built for motivation. Listen, for some people, though, Mondays is the worst day of the week. Did you know that a lot of times for people, Mondays is rated the biggest day that people have heart attacks? It's because nobody really want to go to work, man. But you know what? I'm excited about my day. I'm excited about every day because I'm alive. I'm breathing. Somebody lost their life yesterday. Somebody lost their life this morning. Somebody didn't get up and they didn't hear the alarm clock. But I'm grateful because I heard the alarm clock today. Listen, I want you guys to understand that you're meaningful, that you're purposeful, that your life is worth living. If you was not here, if you was not available, I need you to understand that someone would miss you and your life is bigger than you. So whatever trails you're creating, be intentional about them. So today, that's exactly what we're gearing to today. I got a young man who have the privilege and pleasure of knowing for a long time, a few years now, and he's doing wonders with his business, with his brand. And so just imagine going to work one day, just being in a place of just getting tired. And every time you try to follow the rules and do what's necessary for yourself, it made you sick to your stomach. Well, listen, I got an amazing man here that's going to talk to you about that right now on the couch. Yes, today on K's couch. We'll be right back. Yeah, we're back. Listen, we're about to bring in our guest, none other than Mr. Law. I call him Law, and he brings down the law with the brand. But we're bringing in Lawrence. Let's bring him in, man. What's going on, family? How you doing, man?
What's going on, man? I'm here. Glad to be alive. I appreciate the opportunity by sitting on the couch with you, man. I know we've known each other right now, but I'm definitely excited and motivated to be alive today, bro.
Hey, man, listen, Doug, I'm excited for you to be here. Thank you for being here, being available. I know you're busy, man. Y'all traveling now, man. You out in Florida right now, right, man?
Yes, sir, in Davenport.
That's cool. So how's the weather right now? You gonna get a chance to kind of get some of that Florida sunshine, man?
Yes, I am. It's actually nice. I decided to kick it off on this Monday outside on this interview. So this is the first day actually that we've been out here where I'm enjoying some sun. So today and the rest of this week is going to be inspired by this interview, bro.
Oh man, listen, I appreciate you just for you being you, for the sacrifices you made to be at this place, So I'm thanking you, I'm appreciating you on how you're handling your business. Just tell me this, man, and this is kind of off record. How does it feel to be free, man? Like really, how does it feel to be free?
It feels amazing. It feels amazing. But with this being off the record, just for those who don't know, a lot of people would get this opportunity to be able to cash in on their dream, right? Where they have this pot full of time. And that's what I understand is, even though we have all this time, we got to figure out what to do with the time that is given, because you could be somewhere wishing you had the opportunity to be free, right? And then when that opportunity is given, because you so programmed and structured on 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10:15, be back 12 o'clock and things of that nature, that you are so programmed on time. So you got to figure out how to manage your time, right? People know how to manage money, but we also got to manage time. So, it feels good. It definitely feels good, but you still, when we say free, we still got to put work. So 1,000% free, we're not 1,000% free, right? Until we're actually making money while we're asleep. You got what I'm saying? Yeah. But we got to put in that energy, and we got to put in that. So I'm just here, man, loving what I'm doing, bro.
Hey, man, that's all that matters, that you're loving what you're doing, man. I'm glad that you're loving what you're doing. Listen, it's Motivational Mondays. Like I said, I know you're busy. Time is money. I need you to come in. That's what I want you to come in and share these nuggets with with the people that's going to be listening to this, man. So I got a couple questions, man, that I want to kind of gear into. Like really first, how important do you think it is for someone to listen to the drive within them that pushes him or her to the next level? Like how important is it?
That's a dope question. And I would say it's a double-sided coin, right? Yeah, that double-sided coin. One side of the coin could be pushing you, right? Hey, listen, I know you want to start this book. I know you want to start this gym. I know you want to start something. Go for it, right? And you hearing that deep within. But then you might hear on the other side of this coin, man, you're not gonna be able to start that gym. You can't write that book. Who do you think you are, right? So you got to really listen. You got to listen to the positive voice that you're hearing inside, because God is not going to build you up to break you down, right? He's going to give you what you need to hear. And when you hear the positive things inside you, that's what you got to listen to. On the other side, all of that negativity, rebuke that immediately. As soon as you start to hear that you're not capable, that you're not built for it, that you can't, rebuke that in the name of Jesus and keep it moving only on the positive side. Now, I know it might sound easy that I'm saying it that way, but once you start to become rebuking it and just staying focused with the positive, it's going to work. So it is important for you to stay focused on the positive energy that you hear inside. And I promise you, once you listen to that, you're going to take off, man. Just listen to those that sound that you hear that's pushing you for greatness.
Oh man, I like that, man. So we got to really be in tune with yourself. You got to be in tune. So that means you got to be open to the influx of energy that will give you that guidance. So I really appreciate, man, you know, just expounding on that. So I appreciate that, man. So explain to me then the moment in your life that caused you to pursue your dream and take the stage as an entrepreneur. So like what happened, man? Like kind of talk to us about that.
I mean, me and you, we've known each other now, I want to say well over 15 years, if I want to say it.
You can.
That's the number. I met you I met you in the realm of us being bill collectors. My wife would hate when I would say that, you know, I'm a bill collector. That's what I was doing. But I have been doing that since I was 18. And reason being, to be honest with you, is I fell into that, right? God placed me into that world because everybody that I was surrounded with at that time, prior to me getting into the bill collection world, they were all just jumping off cliffs, right? So I want to say that the bill collection world kind of, I want to say it saved my life somewhat, right? But I just got to a point in my life where I was getting up every day, going into this building, and literally when I would pull into this parking lot, I would feel disgusted, right? Literally nauseous. I had a manager who would write notes on a sheet of paper, and she'll put it on my cubicle. Keep it moving. You can't talk to him, and I would say that this would belittle my soul and belittle my spirit, right? And people would be like, "Oh man, why can't we just stop and say hi?" The energy that he has, right? It was like she was trying to tap my energy into a bottle, and I just got to the point where I needed to build up that courage to step away from that foundation. I needed to build up enough courage, and what I did was I wrote a quote: "Create your own foundation, forever live in plantation." Yeah. And I wrote it, and I put that in my. When I put that in my cubicle, I wrote it for myself. I needed to be able to see something that would inspire me, despite of the location every day. And then one day, bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I felt that this quote was offending people who would walk by. I didn't know if the managers would appreciate this quote or this slogan. I didn't know if my peers would understand the language that I was trying to display into myself. So I took that crumble it up and I toss it in the garbage. But I wrote it down on a piece of paper the size of a fortune cookie, and I placed it in the mirror. And every time I would go to pick my beard or, take a look at myself or pump myself in this mirror, I would read it. Create your own foundation or forever live on the plantation law. And then I typed up another one and I put it in my pen drawer. And every time I would open up my drawer to get a pen, I would see that before I saw the pen. And then I would put it on my spreadsheets. And when my managers and the directors would ask for my numbers, I would email them this spreadsheet with the heading that said, create your own foundation or forever live on the plantation. I started to separate myself from the plantation of the mindset. You got what I'm saying? I started to separate myself and then built up enough courage, man, to just step out on my own, man. So me writing this quote, me listening to what God was telling me to do, allowed the freedom that you were speaking of earlier for me to be able to step out on faith and actually to create my own. And that's how it took place, man.
Hey man, dude, what a story, man. Like, the world needs to hear this, man, because so many people, man, they're in a place where you're right. We were bill collectors, man. And, having to drive, having to take repeated phone calls, being on a dialer, and the way the positioning of the business was set up, it was like you was on a cotton field, family. So it was like, we sit down, we're in the computers. If you make that relative to a cotton situation, it's like we're in our own space, pulling our cotton up, and then the managers are walking to and fro behind us. So it is that feeling, but it's that feeling for people that has that mind to know that there's better and there's more for me. I'm not knocking a 9 to 5 because 9 to 5s are here to help people. But if you are paying attention, the traditional way of doing things is crumbling. So you got to know, you dropping these jewels, you're dropping your experiences, you're dropping your conversation on what it took for you to realize what's inside of you, man. I love it, man. I mean, I love the shirt. Now, what does the shirt say again?
It says, create your own foundation or forever live on the plantation.
Man, dude, listen, man. Hey, you can't get no truer and no realer than that. I love that, man. So now sometimes as an entrepreneur, and it happens to me, you sometimes wonder what's going on. And I know you and I have had conversation, when it got kind of dark, it got kind of dark for me. It gets dark for everybody. Yes. But especially when you're out here, you're running a race, you're creating a business, you're creating something from nothing. And sometimes it gets dark out here. Sometimes we have to find ourselves trying to keep our mind and keep our sanity. So for you, man, and creating your own lane in history, what do you do to keep yourself motivated, family?
This might be weird, but what I do when I get home every day from whatever it is that I'm doing, I thank God. I thank God in the driveway for allowing me to be able to pull into this driveway. Right? I look at my house and I thank Him. So that's one of the motivations. And then what I do is periodically I might go back in time, and then I say, you know what? I'm gonna go pull up at this little house that I was living in off of Bankhead, where I was in the basement of a duplex, and then I'll pull over there in that neighborhood and I sit there for a minute and I thank God that He pulled me out of that situation, right? Then I might pull up, I might go to a company that I used to work for that might not be there anymore, and I'll sit in that parking lot and I thank God for the opportunity that He gave me in that moment, right? Because these were all opportunities that motivated and pushed me to get to the next level. So what I do is periodically I play chess with my mind and go back and just look at the that I was making, and some of those moves that got me to where I'm at right now. I appreciate and I thank God for all those opportunities. And then I look at my current and why am I doing what I'm doing, right? And actually just the game plan together and just move forward. Because remember, I want to be able to in the future come back to this moment and say thank you, God, for this that opportunity, right? That you gave me by building this situation. I was telling this young man yesterday out here last night. I said, look, what you got to do, bro, is you got to motivate yourself by seeing different things and new things. it's not always about the people that you surround yourself with, but seeing different things and seeing new things. And when you see these new things, then you can go back, right? And tell everybody that's around you, man, I had the opportunity to see a palm tree. Man, I had the opportunity to see this. But also thank God that you was able to see the palm tree, because guess what? After a palm tree, then there's something bigger than a palm tree. You understand what I'm saying? After that, there's something bigger than it's levels to this. You just got to stay humble and motivated, bro.
Oh man, I love it, man. Like, listen, family, yeah, you got to stay motivated. So you got to stay. First of all, two things that you told me through this conversation that we're getting ready to wrap up. I know you got to get back to the grind, and such as I. But you told me that you got to be in tune, and through it all, you got to stay motivated. But you got to find ways to do that. So it's not weird on how you handle your business, or how you actually trigger your mind to do what you need to do to go forward in a progressive manner. That's just how you handle yourself. We have no way, or no one has any room to judge anybody. Just because you do your situation a certain way doesn't make you wrong. It's just that's your way of doing it. And if it works for you, it works for you. It's more than one way to get to the top. So your way to get to the top is your way, you know, and so you can't take that away from anybody. So that's why it's not good to judge anybody. So, you know, when you see your hand, when you point, do you notice that you got three fingers pointing right back at you? So you have no room to judge anybody. So, man, you play chess with your mind. That's awesome. What I do to stay motivated, I turn the lights off. I'm chilling. I'm in my mindset. I'm in a place where it has to be quiet a lot of times. Not to say that I can't deal with myself, or, you know, deal with myself when it's noisy. It's just to reset. Sometimes you got to reset everything, man. So, no, man, I love it, man. You play chess with your mind. That's awesome. You know, I want to learn how to play chess, like, so I can play chess with my mind, you know, if I need to. So it's awesome, family. I got one more question though. One more question, family. Cashing in dreams. All right. So cashing in, tell us about the brand, man, and how we all can do the same in cashing in our own dreams, man. Tell us about that.
So it's funny because that cashing in dreams, I wrote that down in a cubicle as well. And I'm seeing it now in this question. You got to cash in on your dreams. Do not chase. I know people say chase your dreams, chase your dreams, chase your dreams. But what I had to tell myself was that anytime and every time I would chase something, I would eventually get tired of chasing whatever it is that right? So I had to start telling myself, how can I get to the dream without chasing the dream? And then one day I'm in the school, and God said to me, he said, if you can cash your check, then you can cash in on your dream. If you can wait to that check, then you can wait till you don't even have to wait. You can take that dream that you thought about last night, take it to the bank mentally, and cash in on that dream, right? And that's where cash was birth. So for the question in regards to how can others do the same, stop chasing it. Stop comparing yourself to everybody else. Create whatever it is that you're doing. That dream that you dreamt about maybe 2 years ago, 5 years ago, that gave you this big feeling inside that you felt worthy with this dream. I want you to dig deep within self, pull that dream out, blow it off, dust it off, and cash it. It might not happen overnight, but as long as you stay focused, write down the goals, write down everything that you want, and cash in on it. Once you got your goal sheet done, hit it. I don't care if you do it every day. I don't care if you do it every week. I don't care if you do it every month, but hit something on that goal sheet until you cash in on that dream. Once that dream has been cashed in, that's it. Then all you got to do is repeat those steps by cashing in your dreams. Don't chase it. You will eventually get tired, man.
Wow. Hey, man, listen, you said some gospel truth there, family, and I can definitely appreciate what you are putting out there, what you're saying, man, and got some real good people out here following. I see my friend Shira. If you can cash in your check, you can cash in on your dreams, man. That's major, man. So I want you to appreciate, man, you coming through. You know, I do. And like I said, I cherish the friendship and the brotherhood that we created, man. You know, I was having a conversation the other day that is you can't always have people in your life. Sometimes, you know, they're only there for 5 days. But to have somebody in your life that you know that you can connect with on like-mindedness that you've known for over 10 years, like that's something, man, to really, really appreciate. And my man, you've been consistent. I've seen your growth. Heck, you've seen my growth. So it's just going from one level to the next level to the next level, man. And I truly can appreciate what you've done, what you created, and the steps that you've made to get to this point. So, man, so in closing, man, like how can we follow you, man? How can we stay in contact? How can we get with you on this?
So, all platforms pretty much. Lawrence's Cashing and Dream. I'm pretty fluent on Instagram. That's where I do my podcast, the Cashing and Dreams podcast, where we're getting ready to be on all platforms, especially by the help of yourself. You're getting ready to teach me some.
Yeah, we got you, man. We got you.
How to expand and knock off that goal off that sheet. But yeah, Lawrence's Cashing and Dreams, cashinganddreams.com if you want to go grab wanted to create your own foundation or forever live on the plantation t-shirts. And that's pretty much it. Lawrence's Cashing and Dreams on all platforms. Cashinganddreams.com is the website.
Listen, man, I want to thank you for coming out and just kind of sharing with us who you are, what you're doing, and where you're going. So, what's next for Lawrence? What's next for you? I mean, what do you see yourself here in a minute?
So, the dream that I've had, that I've pulled out and blew and dusting off is I want to entertain a group of people that needs to be entertained. And that group of people is the deaf community by way of utilizing American Sign Language on all platforms of entertainment, starting with music, film, fashion, advertisement, and then wrapping up into this social media platforms. So right now what I'm doing is working on adding those extensions to the Cashing and Dreams podcast. And I believe that that's going to bring a different light to the situation, but also to just show and share that the deaf community is just as important as you know, regular hearing people. They're regular people just like us. They're not disabled or anything like that, but they do also need to have some sort of entertainment. So that's what I'm working on right now is bridging the gap between the everyday hearing community and deaf community by way of utilizing American Sign Language on all platforms.
Listen, man, that is phenomenal, man. Listen, thank you so much, family, for coming through. I want to thank you for just being who you are, and I want you to just continue on staying steadfast, unmovable, man. Be like that rock and be like that tree that's not moving. You got to take care of your business, being consistent, man. And you know, don't worry about the leaves that fall off. The leaves can be the people. Don't worry about them. Long as you stay rooted, long as you stay strong, hey man, leaves will come back, they'll grow back. So you can't worry about the frivolous things, man. So I appreciate you, man. So listen, audience, hey, much love to everybody. Thank you for tuning in with K's Couch. Listen, I'll be back with you this week. We got some other great people that are going to be coming on and sharing the knowledge this week. So listen, y'all, hold tight, be good, have a great Monday, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Appreciate you, bro.